Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Young Sheldon. This is the 18th episode of the first season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for a link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. Last episode was interesting. You know, we've seen Sheldon at the start of the episode get off the school bus. He was scared. He was trying to follow the mailman. He was hiding. You know, he's dodged, duck, dip diving. You know what I mean? And ended up running to his house, panicking, and got inside. And obviously had a kind of yoo-hoo, I think he called it. And then we seen it again happen, and he was like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, why is he scared? Like, why have we not been told what's happening? Well, it turns out that his next door neighbour, Billy, his little sister, was picking on him. Now, Sheldon's told his mum, he's told his dad, he's gone round and he's spoken to them. You know, Billy's dad got her out. He asked her, is anything going on? She said no, and that's pretty much all you can do in that stage. You know, if you've got no proof anything's happening, all you can do is ask. And if they say no, just say don't do it if it is happening. And, you know, they done the right thing. However, it did continue. Now, Mary's gone and confronted, you know, Billy's mum at the bowling alley, and they've got into a little kerfuffle as well. And then Billy's dad's come around and spoken to Georgia, and they've decided, you know what, let's go outside, let's go somewhere quiet. They've gone into his little chicken coop thing, had a few beers and talked it out. And, you know, it's interesting because Sheldon is actually getting picked on her. It didn't actually get resolved either. You know, at the end of the episode, we've seen it. You know, we started the episode with him getting off the bus and he was running and he ran straight to the house. And then we ended the episode with him, you know, was he on his bike or something like that? And as he got to his door, he had to run and get back in his house as well because she chased him. So I don't know if we're going to continue on in today's episode. It was interesting though, and he was scared, and he was right as well. He was actually being picked on even though she denied it. So again, interested to see if we continue with that storyline going forward. I do like Billy though. I think he's dead simple, and he makes me laugh all the time. If you like checking out today's episode, or if you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you do. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Hey, what you reading?
A magazine.
Oh, making a collage for school?
No, it's a magazine for today's woman. Hey, I was about to find out what turns a man on.
Where'd you get this?
Heather, I traded a fruit roll-up for it. Not fair. Shauna reads dirty stuff all the time and you don't say anything.
He does not.
Check out the comic book on his desk.
Oh my. Hold on. I'll be back.
Where are you going?
To give the owner of that comic book store a piece of my mind. Excuse me, did you sell this to my son? You looked inside this book? Because I have.
At that moment, I felt a subtle heat rising through my body.
You're embarrassing me.
Well, guess what? I don't care. And if I catch you doing it again, I'll be back with my husband. He is way scarier than me.
One of the characters is a scientist who worked on the Manhattan Project.
Well, it's filled with violence and nudity, and you are done looking at it.
You know, if I had something in my room she might disapprove of, I might be looking for a real good hiding place right about now.
Confiscating your comic books. You can have them back when you're 18. To treat you like an adult, you got it. From this moment on, I am done mommying you. Cooking his own dinner.
Wow.
He wants to take care of himself like an adult. I'm sorry, but he just pushed my buttons.
Don't be sorry. I'm digging it.
Night, Mama.
Night, baby. Have sweet dreams.
Love you.
Love you too.
Wow, no good night kiss?
That's up to your brother.
That won't be necessary.
Do you know what? It's interesting because we see in the future, and it used to proper stress me out, to be honest, that like Sheldon always ends up getting his own way. You know, a prime example is when we go over who flip programs now to the Big Bang Theory, is that Leonard was like, mate, the back of this apartment, we don't even use it. All these desks and all these cabinets, yeah, we never even go up there. How about, you know, instead of us all sitting on the sofa and not enough chairs for us, you know, when all the mates come round, is we clean this area, we get a table back there, we can all have a place where we can congregate and eat and, you know, and have dinner together as like a big family, so to speak. Sheldon, no, I want to sit in my spot. At the end of the day, they all kind of caved and said, oh, Sheldon's upset, let's go sit back on the sofa. It pecked my head. You know what I mean? It actually did. And there's many examples like that where he always gets his own way. And this is where she can't back down. You know, if she's saying, do you want to be treated like an adult? Then I'm going to. Yeah, you can't do one day feel sorry for him and then be like, oh, yeah, smother him again. No, you got to do it where, you know, if he wants it, he does it. And if he don't like it, then he tells you. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe you're turning it the wrong way.
Don't you have anything better to do?
Not better than this.
Mom, you need to sign this consent form.
What's it for?
Field trip.
I need you to sign mine too.
Oh, it's interesting that an adult would need his mother to sign a consent form.
And here we go.
I was so angry with her, I almost opened the jar.
I'm ready to go to college.
What are you thinking?
Somewhere with a good science program. But
Always Harvard.
all right, Harvard it is. Thank you for your help.
Are you interested in applying to a safety school in case you don't get in?
Safety school. You're funny.
Harvard's real expensive. How do you plan on paying for it?
Oh, I'm sure I'll get a scholarship.
Then college applications cost money just to send in.
I would like to apply for a job.
How much RAM does this computer have?
I can check on that for you.
It comes with 640 kilobytes, but it's expandable up to 768.
Sheldon, I think it's against company policy to hire little kids.
You know, right? I know that you can't hire a kid, obviously. It's probably classed as slave labor or something. However, would it be illegal for Sheldon to just chill there all day and then at the end of the day, he just gives him money? Like, how can I say that? So, like, for example, he's not an employee and he can come in and go when he wants and he can spend as much time in the store as he wants. So if he wants to talk to customers and help people out, go for it. You do not work here. However, at the end of the day, you know, any Joe Blogs can give any Joe Blogs any money. You know what I mean? I can walk to you now and say, there's $10. You know what I mean? There you go. See you later. Have a good day. Can they not do that? Do you know what I mean? Like, what even if you get around it? I remember, right, do you know when ticket touts, so like concerts used to go on sale. People used to buy loads of tickets and they used to sell it on eBay. Like, that sounds like how old I am now. Like, they used to sell tickets on eBay. You can't do it anymore. Like, you can't. However, when they first implemented that you can no longer do it, people used to say, look, I'm selling a pen. Yeah, selling a pen for $100. If you buy this pen, yeah, we'll send you a ticket as well with it. It's a get around. How can you get done for selling a ticket when you're not selling a ticket, you're selling a pen and stuff comes as a bonus? You know what I mean? You could say to Sheldon, you're not employed here, but at the end of the day, I might drop $10 out of my pocket, it falls on the floor. You can pick it up, I don't want it back. Do you know what I mean? Like, can you... I know it sounds ridiculous, but is there not ways around it or something like that? I don't know. You know what I mean? He could literally, on the way home, yeah, just throw a tenner on the floor and just walk off and he could go and pick it up and then who's to say he got it from anywhere? You know what I mean? Like, I know there's stuff like that and obviously you can't hire young kids, but surely there must be little getaway rounds that people can do.
Sure. I need money for my Harvard application and was wondering if there are any jobs I could do.
My yard could use a little weeding. About $1 an hour.
How about $5 an hour?
How about 50 cents an hour?
Wait a minute, what just happened?
You know how you think I can't do anything for myself?
I do think that, yes.
Well, I have something I'd like to show you.
You shoved everything in the closet, didn't you?
I was going to say, do you reckon he's done a Monica and put everything in there?
Maybe hope for you yet.
I thought that showed ingenuity.
Hey, how's it going over there?
I hate everything about this.
There is a tornado watch. Let's go. I don't care if you think you're an adult. I'm your mother and you will do as I say.
Is this my bed?
Yeah.
As a kid, it would be scary, let's be honest, it would be.
I'm not all right anymore.
What state do these live in, actually?
Just worried I might have to come live with you.
Well, I think the word you're looking for is terrified.
You would not believe the pee I just took.
It is mad though. Like, honestly, I was in Florida probably a month or two ago now. Like, it feels like it was just yesterday. Remember that from the Fairly Odd Parents? And they like to, what's it called, Cosmo? It was yesterday. But literally, like, it feels like it was yesterday, but it was a couple of months ago. They had a hurricane warning there, and it was crazy. So I only missed out on one theme park. I was lucky, like literally. I was we must have just been getting the start of it, but there was sirens going on, national broadcast. You know what I mean? Like I was driving in the car, and like the radio station just cut, and he's like, "Warning, national broadcast, stay indoors this time and this time." It's like you don't ever get any of that here in the UK, so it's mad to like witness. And you know, I have been in the US before, where I've been involved in the tornadoes and hurricanes. I never really seen the aftermath or the destruction kind of like that. That was pretty severe. But by the time I actually got home from my vacation and obviously back in England for a week or two, it seemed to progressively get worse, the hurricane. And like they was doing a warning, and I seen people like they're saying there's going to be 6 foot of floods and you know, houses are all going to be destroyed. And I seen people like who had fancy cars like wrapping them up and pretty much like bubble wrapping it. You know what I mean? If you got an expensive fast car, you know, your house is going to get flooded. You got to make sure that that's all right. You know, the insurance is going to be crazy on it. But you know, it's madness as well, because we live in brick houses, you know, all these solid brick, where like obviously in the US it's kind of you know, wooden houses. And you know, it's all about different climates, isn't it? You know, we need our brick for retention of heat. You pretty much need your wooden houses for airflow. You know what I mean? You're living in roasting conditions, we're living in freezing conditions. We have different kind of builds, but you know, the downside of obviously having something made out of wood, for example, is that when something does come in at power, you know, the stance, the structure, the frame is not going to be able to withstand obviously the pressure. It's looking at their house is still standing, but it's crazy how many people get destroyed just by, you know, what did they call it, like a force majeure or something like that, like an act of God. Nothing that you can control. Your house is just there one day, chilling, having a good time. The weather comes, house is gone. Madness, literally, just like that, blink of an eye. So, look at that, theirs is okay. The outside seemed to be destroyed, but inside was alright. So, you know, Mary's praying did actually work. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I thought it was interesting, you know. Sheldon there was saying that he was thinking about going to Harvard, and he was like, it's $60 to apply. I mean, is that not just easy money, raking it in, just making people pay for literally nothing? You know what I mean? Because like in the US as well, you have to physically pay to go to university, or you call it college yourselves, don't you? It's mad. Like in the UK, for example, when I went to university, your college, it's self-funded from the government. So they would give me the course money, and then once I hit a certain salary in life, you know, you start to repay that back. So for example, I would do a university degree, and for example, the UK government may pay the course of £30,000, you know, $40,000 or whatever it is, and that physically would never come out of my bank. I would never see that. They would fund it. However, once I start earning £30,000, like $35,000, you know, $100 may come out of my monthly wage each time as a repayment loan. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you've gone to university, you've got your degree, you've got a job in the field, you started to earn money, we'll start taking it back in a slow fee, instead of being able to fund it ourselves. Because you always talk about scholarships, you know. He was saying there, yeah, somebody will fund my scholarship. What did he get out of it? That is literally my question to the American audience. Like, scholarships obviously are a key thing because it's like a free college, you know what I mean? Free pass, go there, you don't have to pay for it. But what does the person that's giving you the scholarship get out of it? Like, why would they fund it to you? Like, what is their purpose and how does it benefit them? I've never known that, and it's something that I'm interested in because, like I said, we do it different. You know, we go, the government pays it, we get a job, we pay it back as a loan. It just goes like that. However, on the other side, you know, you guys kind of pay for it up front or fund it yourselves or get a scholarship and go in for free. That's why talented people like footballers, basketballers or whatever get drafted to schools because they want them to play for them, and that's probably why they get a scholarship. But I don't know how they get, like, they physically get their money back. Like, how does it benefit them being there? You know what I mean? I'm interested to know that. Well, thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.